Well, it's time for another tour. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit discouraged this morning. It's just that time of year where everything is so hot and all the things die. And I feel like a terrible gardener who can't keep stuff alive because I don't have irrigation and I don't have the financial ability to water my plants a crap ton every day and make sure they look amazing like all these people I watch on YouTube. But I'll do what I can. So these are the dwarf tomatoes I planted, I think only about a week ago. Most of them will come up. That road never came up, and that's actually Anaheim chili, so that's going to take longer to come up anyway. But 100% germination on the 4 rows in the middle, so pretty excited about that. These are dwarf tomatoes, so they only get about 4, maybe 5 foot tall at the most. They don't vine like the tomatoes I'm growing in the backyard right now. So probably end of this month or beginning of August, I will yank up the big tomatoes and put the dwarf tomatoes in because these ripen quicker. I mean, I pretty much can get another harvest or several before the frost hits, and usually end of October, middle of November, actually, some years. It just depends. I'm gonna clear out the back chicken run beds and plant these in the middle, and I've got one more up there that I'm gonna put in one of these pots, and hopefully that'll work. It's just so hot and dry, and I wish I could water everything so much that it stays alive, but I just can't, and it's really discouraging. So that is a mushroom herb, and it does really well in the heat and humidity and stuff in our climate. It's not frost tolerant, so you gotta take it in the summer or the winter, but the leaves really do taste like mushrooms. If you can't grow mushrooms or you can't eat mushrooms, it's a good alternative just to throw in like your eggs and stuff. The micro dwarfs, like these have gotten pretty big for micro dwarfs, right? Because I just keep letting them grow, I think. But like they're still growing, and they're still putting on flowers, and they're still making fruit. So this is sad. Like this looks really pathetic, but the actual vine is nice and green. I've gotten like 3 cucumbers off of here, so everything just looks so struggle bus. I need to take off. Probably need to take out this one, but I don't have anything prepared to go in here yet, and I probably won't because seed starting, unless you're doing peppers or tomatoes this time of year, it's really hot, and most things are going to bolt as soon as I try to plant them unless I do them inside, and I'm just not prepared to do that right now. So I will be starting some yodfa, some other kind of greens that are more like brassica type greens for the fall, but we have a pretty long season, and I'm not going to do that at least until August or mid-August. And I do buy some from the store because I don't have the ability to keep them from, wow. Okay, dude, you win, leave me alone. Okay, thank you, bye. Anywho, so these are like, I don't know, these ones are big micro dwarfs, and this is my yellow towers. Maybe the yellow micro dwarfs just tend to get taller. The reds are over here. They're not that huge, but they're definitely still putting on like fruit and plants, and I don't know. I don't want to get rid of them. I know that they're struggling. I could see some have some stress and disease, but even my diseased ones are still putting on flowers and fruit. So I have been trying really hard to keep this watered despite the high temperatures and drought. It's struggle. It's a lot. So I am just trying to make sure everything stays watered. There's definitely rust on my remaining canes. I may come just defoliate those stems today so that they don't start spreading it even more to the fig, which they are. But look, we have blackberries again. And this guy is putting up new flower shoots, which was what I was hoping for. This is a really good purchase. I got this at a Master Gardener, some kind of plant sale. And I'm really pleased with how well it's performed. That was a beautiful rose lily, but lilies only last for so long and then they go away. Look, this is rust. That's what rust looks like on your figs. So I've been trying to pop off all the leaves down low so that it doesn't keep happening, but it is what it is. The blueberries have decided to put on new growth. Kind of late in the season for that, but I'm here for it because new growth means more blueberries next year. So yes. Okay, this guy has, oh my gosh, look at all this nutsedge. Oh my goodness, I gotta get in here and pull all this crap out. But This is my favorite sage, and it's really not put on a lot of flowers yet this year. I don't know if it's just been struggling. I've been watering it, but it has definitely spread out in this area where it used to just be one little plant. Now it's kind of spread, which I love. I'm thrilled. Ugh, I see mulberry weed. That's a mulberry weed, false mulberry weed, and it's horrible. They stick to your clothes. All right, let's see here. Struggle Bus pumpkin. I don't know. That pumpkin's gonna die unless it puts down roots somewhere else. I love the shiso. Shiso is beautiful, and this thing reseeds itself every year. This purple shiso, it's just beautiful, and it's happy. And I think I showed you guys earlier this year. Like, okay, so this is spittle bugs. So this is a skull cap, I think, or something like that. And I thought this might be a beautyberry or a shiso, right? Like, I couldn't tell. And I think it's a beautyberry. I do. I think it's a beautyberry. I could be wrong. They do look really similar. The leaf shape is very similar, but it also looks really close. Maybe it's too fuzzy. Maybe it's too fuzzy for a beautyberry. I'm gonna go look at my other beautyberry and make sure. Anyway, these blueberries have had, I will come out and harvest the very last harvest off of these today, if there's anything left. Let's see, like there's definitely berries, right? So maybe not the best looking berries, but it'll be the last harvest of this year. And that's cool with me. I'm happy, I'm thrilled with how much we got out of that. I really couldn't be happier with like the natives I planted over here. This is very, very shady. So I'm happy that the aster is alive, and there's some lemon balm. Actually, I think that's called like tangerine balm or orange balm, something like that. You know, it's hard when it's this shady, but also this time of year, it's kind of great that it's this shady because things aren't dead over here. I love you, pumpkin. I love that you're over here giving your best shot at all of these things. Here, let me help you out. Here, touch the ground. There you go, buddy. And this is our latest tip. So keep on growing, my boy. I can get some kind of pumpkins. All right, blanket flower. Man, I love this blanket flower, and I love this flower so much. And they're perennial, so they should keep coming back, which is great. All right, dahlia. The support don't help if you don't stay in. So I did cut down the clasping coneflower, but we've definitely got some beautiful zinnias coming in. Kind of like purple to pink in the middle. Kind of surprised this baptisia hasn't been destroyed yet by the butterflies that generally take it over this time of year, or caterpillars really. Guys, look though, we are getting our first squash blossoms on these machada squash vines that I've just let run, right? And I'm like desperately hoping, here buddy, quit trying to, here, come here. Oh, stay on the ground where you can grow and touch, make roots. Anyway, so I am hoping, I know I have some pumpkin squash things coming on already, and for me, I really struggle with squash and pumpkins because of the squash vine borer and the stink bugs, right? So machada is my only shot, really. I do use machada's young squash as zucchini. They take a lot longer to get some in the year, you know, than a zucchini would. But it's really all I can do. I have a squash house that I put a net over, but the netting kind of got some holes in it, and so there definitely are squash bugs in there, and I'm so disappointed. So that'll be a different tour. But look at all these. Like this passion, and it is a native passion fruit vine, and so it is gangbusters every year. It looks beautiful. I don't really get a lot of fruits off of it, but I definitely see a lot of activity on these beautiful blossoms. And if you come out in the middle of the day, they smell amazing. This is a yam vine. You can tell the leaves are way different, but I leave it there because it starts from here, right? That's the start of the yam, but it will make its own little tuber that you can eat at the base of that. So I just let it grow every year, and I've been, look, you can see the stress on this Nanking cherry. Like, it's just hot and dry, and as much as I water, it's really not going to be enough, you know what I mean? So everything I grow just has to like tough it out, essentially. I do what I can, but I can only do so much, right? So this pumpkin, mosquito, sorry for that. is running this way, and that's great because it's kind of an emptier area. I need to go weed in there, but I'll let these run. I have filled up this pond again. There's actually usually a lot of bee activity in here. Not so much right now because it's early day, but that azolla on the surface, that allows bees to be on the surface and not drown, but also drink water. It's pretty cool. This is what Baptisia looks like when the caterpillars get a hold of it and start eating on it, which is, like I said, I think I showed you guys this last time. I'm fine with it. Like, that's just something I expect every year. I get beautiful blossoms in the spring, and then they eat it in the fall, in the summer. So so this mist flower really has taken over, and I've been telling you guys it would, but it just, you still kind of saw some scraggly parts of the onions and whatnot. But this is what it looks like, a big old full bush, and it dies down, you know, over the winter, but it comes back every year, and it makes me happy. There are mosquitoes everywhere. Carolina spice bush. I don't love this. It's a pain. I might work in this fall to dig this out. I don't like the way this looks. I do love the way this looks though. And I love the way that fig is filling in. Now, some of that is Turk's cap that's also filling in here, but pretty happy about that. I had some figs. Oh my goodness. Are you ready? It is. Oh my gosh. Look. Oh, this is cool. Oh, something tried to bite on it. I don't care. We're going to break this open. Give me one sec. Well, my mouth is about to break this open. Hold on. Wow, that almost fell apart. Look at how red that is in there. And it tastes like raspberries, kind of, strawberries. It's really good. Hold on. That was really good. Is that the only one I get this year, guys? It might be. I had others, but like I don't. Oh, look, there's some little green figs and a little ladybug. Can you see it? Ladybug. I had some other figs on here, but you know, I might have lost them to some squirrels or something. The squirrels do love the figs. Anyway, I could not be happier. This is a tiger fig. It's a hard to get fig. The trunk is like striped, and the figs are actually striped too before they get purple, but it's really tasty. Probably one of my favorite figs. I'm so happy that my mom is not dead. I'm trying so hard to keep everything watered. The Turk's cap, these are so good for butterflies and hummingbirds and everything else, but oh my gosh, they're massive. It's a lot of real estate that these take up. So look, you can see big old flower back there. I saw a bee go into it. You guys can't see that, but oh, there you can kind of see a bee, right? So yeah, there you go, buddy. There you go. Anyway, so I know this looks, probably other people look at this and think, wow, this lady's yard is horrible, but I think this is great. I love to see this. There's just so much variety going on in here. But anyway, I want to show you because I know I have at least one squash. Ooh, wow. Oh wow, my boy. Here, let's take it down here, okay? So you can, there you go. But look, definitely have female flowers, and definitely have at least one squash. And that is maybe a little bigger, but that's about the size that I would pull off and eat as a zucchini, because that's the only way I get zucchinis around here. But like even this struggle bus one, this is not the same as that massive pumpkin vine. You can see, right? Hold on. There's been squash vine borer damage right here, but it's still green out here, probably because it's put some roots down right there would be my guess. So now I gotta pop this off. Anyway, I'm happy to get any kind of squash. I anticipate in the fall I will come out here and have a lot more little pumpkins than I know what to do with, but they keep really well, so I'm not complaining. We severely cut back this peach tree. I don't know if you guys remember. It has come back with a vengeance, which is great. This is the only peach tree I have left from some seeds my mother gave me when I first moved down here about 10 years ago. So I was going to be sad if the peach tree gave up the ghost. Yeah, the turmeric usually puts on flowers, but has not this year yet. Ooh, see, I gotta redirect this. Hubs is like, keep this stuff out of the neighbor's yards and out of our yards so we can mow. And I said, okay. I'm about to be in all sorts of hydrangea happiness. This is looking okay. Like, since I cut it back, it's definitely like, doesn't look as terrible and things are kind of coming back. I'm trying really hard to keep everything really well watered. I'm happy that this guy didn't just give up the ghost and go, I hate it here. So I'm happy that hydrangea, you know, this is all hydrangeas, right? There's 1, 2, 3, for 5 hydrangeas here. Therefore, this one's the happiest. It gets the most shade. But anyway, I was always, you know, I've tried like 4 times to grow this. So the fact that it didn't just die immediately, I'm excited about. Now that doesn't mean it's gonna stay, but I'm hoping. Nothing's more cheerful than a bunch of black-eyed Susans. And the knowledge that this is like my Nana's black-eyed Susans just makes me even happier. So look, my perennial sunflowers. Hold on, it's hard because I can't see what I'm doing. Aren't they beautiful? These are perennial. Now they are also aggressive. They will spread if you let them. But like, they're tall and they're pretty. And this one's even still putting on some pretty sad looking flowers. But I did cut back quite a bit of the dead, and you'll see it just kind of sitting here, right, decomposing, the blue bonnets and the dead echinacea flowers. But these will all come back. Like, this is just an ugly phase, right? Meanwhile, the Liatris is amazing. Like, look, it gets really showing out. And the bees love it. This is native, right? So they really like it. And I love this Dara flower. This like carrot family flower. I hope that it goes to seed and just spreads all the seeds all over this bed so that we can have more Dara flowers next year. This is another one of those beautiful blue sages. So this one's actually doing pretty well this year. Even the mint I can't get rid of in this bed, which I don't really want to. That's why I put it in this circle bed, right? Because I knew it would take over, and I have it like contained in here. But anyway, skullcap's got some flowers on it. White echinacea still going good. Oh, look, nut sedge everywhere. So yeah, I mean, I know this looks not as beautiful as it was earlier in the year, but it will probably in about a month, or maybe even 2 weeks. The echinaceas will put on new flowers. But yeah, so I'm happy about that. This is a shade-loving blue geranium, and this isn't as shady as it probably should be for it to survive happily. So I'm a little concerned about that because I really want this to be successful. But I don't have any recourse. I don't have anything I can just stick here and make it shady. So I might have to think about something that can handle it right here and see what I can do. But I do like that there's like orange zinnias along with the pink zinnias. I love to see this pineapple sage. Let's see what's over here. Different zinnias. These dahlias are beautiful. Like, they just hang on for so long on the plant and look gorgeous. There's my shady Liatris, and the beauty berry's looking great. So my other Baptisia looks like it has some caterpillar damage. I made these. I went to the thrift store and found those and thought those are adorable. So I made little glass mushrooms. I think that's about it. This is my mom's mum too. So I'm really happy that that's surviving here. There's also this variegated sedum, which you can't really see right now, but it will grow a little bigger and put on some flowers in the fall. So I think that's it. I mean, it's hard. It's hard this time of year. It's discouraging. I'll be honest, it's really discouraging. But the vegetable garden is discouraging. But you know, we just gotta make it. We gotta make it to September, and everything will perk back up.